Andrea Fagan, certified conscious parenting and authenticity coach, and I am so excited to share with you 5 tips for developing serenity in these uncertain times and 5 tips in how to support another during these uncertain times. So first, let's start with supporting yourself. Step number 1, connecting to yourself. And in this process, I'm going to invite you to place your hand on your heart. Feel the rise and fall of your chest as you take a few deep breaths with a longer exhale. And when you're ready, I would like you to ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? And allow for whatever comes up within you to be what you need without judgment. Now, if it's something really large that you can't actually give to yourself in the moment, like a vacation to Tahiti or something like that, currently, how can you meet that need in a smaller bite-sized piece? So I invite you to find that peace and serenity of providing something that you need in this moment. Number 2, do a body scan, because oftentimes our body is talking to us and we may not necessarily be listening. So we may be feeling that uncertainty and anxiousness in tension and tightness within our body. So when we scan our body, I invite you to do that from the top of your head, slowly go down, notice on your forehead and your jaw, your neck, your shoulders, down your arms, your wrists, your fingers, and then into your abdomen, your chest, your back, your pelvis area, your stomach, and then go down your legs, your thighs, your knees, your calves, ankles, all the way to your toes. And so as you notice those tight areas, I'm going to invite you to soften and relax them just a little bit more. We're not looking for a complete relaxation because that may cause some more anxiousness because we may not be able to fully relax that area. So we're just looking for a little bit more. And that informs our nervous system to just find a little more peace and quiet in this moment. Number 3, get creative. Now, if you're like me, when I first heard that years ago, I never would have thought I was creative. And then it took me realizing that creativity can be anything I want it to be. So how can you bring a little bit more creativity into your life today? Perhaps it's in the kitchen. Perhaps it's just turning on some music and having a little dance party with your family, or even a dance party for one. Or you can grab a coloring book, write, draw, whatever you feel brings you joy, play the piano. Bring that little bit of creativity in your life today, because when we're creative, we can find, again, a little bit more serenity in the moment. Number 4, meditation. I mean, that's the go-to, right, to find serenity. So whether you have a consistent meditation practice, or I invite you to consider just bringing in moments of meditation throughout our day, because often we need to access the present moment as we go about our day, especially during uncertain times. So to be able to do that throughout your day, you can just tap into your breath for a few minutes at a time, because when we notice our breath, we're able to find that present moment deep within, which brings us that sense of peace and serenity, even if it's just for that one moment. And last, in supporting yourself, number 5, it's a process called scripting. So if this is new to you, it's somewhat like journaling, but with a twist. So we are living in these uncertain times, or you're experiencing some uncertainty. So I invite you to write about what's going on around you, or an experience that may be coming up that you're feeling a little uncertainty about, and write it as if you're in a play and how you want to show up. If you want to show up with more acceptance, with more peace and calm, and you can even get as detailed as you like. But as we script, we can look at the situation from a different lens, from a wider view, and most importantly, how we choose to show up in that moment. Now, does that mean that that's how it's going to be all the time? No, but it starts to plant those seeds of serenity within us in those uncertain times, because we can see and witness how the next few steps, the next day, the next month may unfold if we have a little bit different perspective in how we want to navigate life in those uncertain times. And now on to the 5 things to support another when they're feeling anxious in these uncertain times. So as a parenting coach, these 5 tips are effective not only with adults, but also with your children, because our children get anxious during these uncertain times. So we want to make sure that we have tools that we can provide in them some sense of safety and security with us as we navigate them together. So number 1, in supporting another, regardless of age, is accepting all feelings. So when they're feeling anxious, the other's feeling anxious, and maybe they're feeling frustrated or worry, and whatever feelings are coming up, that we learn how to hold that space for all those big feelings. And we just become a safe container for them to be where they are in this moment as they are, with the good, bad, or indifferent. Because when we help another feel seen and heard, it can relieve that anxiety and create a sense of peace and safety. Number 2, see if you can get them to get outside with you. Getting outside, connecting with nature helps us remember that we're a part of something bigger than ourselves. Grab a ball, kick it around, go for a walk, go to a beach, walk on the sand, look for shells or really neat rocks, just to get us out and about with that fresh air and soaking in the serenity that only nature can bring. Number 3, not taking things personally. Oftentimes when someone's feeling anxious, some behaviors that may be a little more challenging may show up. There may be some more anger or a little bit more reactivity. No, it's not personal. So if we can look beneath that behavior, not take it personally, and enter a space of curiosity and wondering what else could be going on, you're better able to meet and support that person with the needs that they need in that moment when we don't take things personally and get defensive. Number 4, creating autonomy. This is particularly with our children, giving them choices, allowing them to do things that they're capable of doing instead of us doing it for them. Because the more that they can have some sense of control and autonomy, they're able to meet some uncertainty with a little bit more peace and calm, because they know there are things that they can do and choices they can make. So look for ways to nurture and support the autonomy of the other in these times. And lastly, number 5, shifting from control to connection. Again, oftentimes when someone is feeling anxious, we want to come in and we want to make it all better, which is a sense of control. So we're trying to fix and change either the situation or fix or change the feelings they're having. We want them to be happy and feel better, because then we feel better as well. So rather than trying to control and shift and change, connect with the other, meet them where they are, and just enter their world, attuned to who and what they are experiencing in that moment, because then we can connect and allow the other a safer space to be in, because they feel, again, seen and heard. So I hope that these tips and ideas are helpful for you in supporting yourself and finding serenity in uncertain times, and also how to support another who's feeling anxious during these uncertain times. So I really appreciate being able to provide these for you, and I hope they bring you some sense of serenity moving forward. So I'm Tia Fagan, again, conscious parenting and authenticity coach, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care.